Hey folks, we're live this morning, 8:21. Sorry about the delays. We have some technical things that started taking place yesterday. We thought we had fixed, and we've got to make some corrections this right after today. So show's been running well. I remember back in the old days. I know it's a couple years ago. It seemed like every day we would have a little glitch of some sort and have problems. And it has been months and months since the show has not hit like it's supposed to. So we're not going to get frustrated. It is 8:22. We are getting a late start. We're going to power through. We're going to get some stuff that we can put on YouTube because we're live on YouTube, right? We're live there also. All right, so we're live on YouTube. We're live on fyntv.com. And like I said, we're going to get a lot of these segments up today so that way you can watch them later. We don't give up here. That's something we don't do. Let's show everybody how they can get in touch with the show. Okay, that doesn't want to come up. All right, so we can't show people how to get in touch with the show. All right, where we stand on pictures and video. All right. Okay, so let me say this before we get started there. I know we're having trouble getting the logo up. We've done a couple things here that will launch today and tomorrow morning, so you know. We're putting some warnings together. We want to put these in Destiny. I want these put in a folder so we can have them on a daily basis of just a warning. You could take one of the things in there. I know how you can do that, and you can build a list of warnings, okay, or graphics that we grab real quick. So we are dealing with so many dumbasses. We put a couple of those together. Number 9, okay, we will have this from time to time. You'll see a dumbass alert. Just saying, we're doing a couple of these. Number 8, there's a warning, dumbass alert. Got a couple of them, all right? So we're going to break those out of the box on a daily basis, different alerts. Got a BS alert coming, a couple things like that, because the show, we are dealing with a bunch of dumbasses. Now, let's get off that and let's start this little segment here. And I want this to be a clean segment, so in the recording and start the recording. So this way, I don't want the opening convoluted with that, if you don't mind. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, folks, really quick, before we get to impeachment, it's 8:24 in the morning, Tuesday morning here in Ellijay, Georgia. And before we get to the articles of impeachment, that will be a press conference at 9 a.m. this morning by the Democrats, let's talk just a minute about state politics, Georgia state politics, because we got a couple congressional configurations. Now, although impeachment, the IG report, Durham, Attorney General William Barr's comments, and Rudy Giuliani, the crime fighter for 50 years, as President Trump referred to him as yesterday, those are important. But here on this show, we should get a crystal ball and look into the future. There's a graphic I want. BKP looks into the political future with a crystal ball. Write that down right now and get it over to the graphics department, and so that one can come up. So this might be a little confusing, but a couple weeks ago we had number 14 Marjorie Greene on the show. Okay, Marjorie Greene is a candidate for Georgia 6th Congressional District. Now, the reason we're opening up with this segment very quickly and just going to throw it out there so we can start following it is Democrats always claim that Georgia's in play. Democrats are claiming that Georgia's turning purple. We saw in 20, I don't know what the hell. I get all three of them. I get brain tied. But in 2018, we noticed that we did lose some state representative and Senate seats in Georgia, okay? There was a little shift. So the Democrats like to say Georgia's going purple. or it is up for play. That being said, we have the 6th congressional district. We have here, we're calling it Save the Senate, 7th, Save the 7th, where Rob Woodall. Wow. All right, start all over, Brian. Save the Senate, where Rob Woodall is the current representative that only won by like 500 votes in the last election there. So the 7th is vulnerable. We'll say that right now. We don't want to lose it, Republicans, because we're trying to win back the House. And the reason I want to talk about this morning is because yesterday, if you watch these hearings, Republicans are poised to take back the House. We're set. I mean, everything's in line. We can do this, all right? We'll go into that. But there's a couple things. Tom Graves. Why did Tom Graves, give me number 15. Okay, that's Marjorie Greene. There's Tom Graves, number 15. Number 16 is Karen Handel. And number 17, Chuck Payne. All right? Now, number 15, Tom Graves, is the sitting U.S. Congressman for the 14th District of Georgia, right? 14th District. Up and retires. I will not seek re-election. So I get on the phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I make 6 phone calls. Nobody can tell me why. And I mean, I make 6 phone calls to some people that should know something, are in the loop, are in the district, in the Capitol. I make 6 calls. Nothing. Boop. 0. Bupkis. Nobody can tell me why Tom Graves just decided to resign or not seek re-election. Now, one phone call said it's A or B or it's both. A, he got a job that he cannot turn down. I mean, he got a lobbying job or something. He got a job somewhere. There's no way he can turn it down at this point in his life. That's A. B, and the person that told me what A and B said it may be both. Leave it there. So we don't know why. Have no idea why Tom Graves is resigning. So it's open. Now, rumor is flying. There's some people out of Paulding County that want the seat. Not going to get into that. But then we have state senator in the 14th district, number 17, Chuck Payne. Chuck Payne's a current state senator within that district, Georgia state senator. Rumors have it that Chuck Payne may throw his hat in the ring for this congressional district. We don't know yet. Number 16, Karen Handel is going to run against Lucy McBath. It looks like maybe, okay? Karen Handel won the 6th, okay? She won the 6th. She lost the 6th to Lucy McBath. Now she wants it back. There were Brandon Beach. There were several candidates in that race, okay? Several candidates in that race with Karen Handel, the primary. Several candidates in the primary with Karen Handel, okay? And several, Brandon Beach and another lady, several dropped out. They all dropped out, but in the 6th district, stay in the 6th district, number 14, Marjorie Greene. She is a businesswoman in the 6th district of Georgia. She has put a lot of money, $500,000 of her own money into the campaign in the 6th district. But she goes to a Republican Party meeting Saturday in where? Saturday morning in the 14th district. So I spoke to an individual that was in the room that heard Marjorie speak. And Marjorie said, she said, well, she had been contacted. She used names like Mark Meadows' wife, I think, and Jim Jordan, and she had been contacted from Washington, D.C. Almost sounds like, now I'm not quoting because I don't have it, but almost sounds like she has been contacted by several people in D.C. trying to move her away from that 6th district race and give it to who? Number 16? Karen Handel, to be by herself. Back to 14. So Marjorie is what I'm understanding by somebody in the room Saturday morning in the 14th district where Tom Graves, are you confused yet? Retired and said he's not going to run again. Marjorie said Saturday that she had been contacted and asked could she be interested in running in the 14th. Now she would be a 14th district kind of candidate. She would be more of a 14th district kind of candidate than a 6th district kind of candidate. Because the 14th district, I think it's the 11th, the 9th, and the 14th or whatever. The 14th, Graves is a Republican, and pretty positive the 14th would go Republican. Never know, though. But she doesn't live in the 14th district. So she's not answered any media that I'm aware of and confirmed she's running. All right? Now, so she goes over there Saturday morning. She lays out the possibility of running in the 14th district. The individual in the room I was on the phone with yesterday said, let me tell you something. When I walked out of there Saturday morning, I would say, not Marjorie, I would say she's running. That's what this person told me. When I left there Saturday, I would tell you she's running. Okay? So, that being said, all right, she doesn't live there. So I tried to contact Marjorie. The individual I talked to yesterday said, all right, this is a source, said that Marjorie is signed up. Okay, I can't, when I say I can't confirm this, the individual that I talked to, I know very well, said, the source, Marjorie is signed up for tonight to be at the Whitfield County Republican Party Christmas event tonight in the 14th district. That's what I was told. She is supposed to be there. Now, all of that being said, she doesn't live in the 14th district. So I tried to reach out to Marjorie yesterday. We had some back and forth text messages. And all I have right now is her saying she has a lot to consider. It would be a big move for her to try to run there. So she's not confirmed with us at FYN that she's going to run in the 14th district. But what we can confirm is that on Saturday, this past Saturday morning, she spoke to a Republican Party in the 14th district. An individual that was in the audience left thinking she's running for office. Okay? That's right. And right now, a source tells me she signed up for the Whitfield County in the 14th district. That's Dalton. 14th district, Whitfield County, Christmas party, Republican Christmas party tonight. That's it. She doesn't live there. Would she move there? Because if you're asking, my understanding is federal law says you do not have to live in the district. So she could, I understand, live in the 6th district and run. I don't know. But we'll find out. So let me recap. The 14th district of Georgia, we have 3. Republicans have 3 we have to really keep an eye on right now because we're trying to take back the House. The 7th we have to save. The 6th we have to flip. And the 14th we have to maintain. So we got our work cut out for us in Georgia. I understand it's impeachment day. We'll get there. So number 15, Tom Graves, the current, number 15, Tom Graves, there you go, the current U.S. representative in the 14th district will not seek re-election. The seat is open in the 14th. Number 14, Marjorie Greene is a candidate in the 6th district of Georgia where she lives and is considering moving her candidacy to the 14th. Don't have a confirmation, to the 14th district, which would leave number 16, Karen Handel, all alone in the Republican primary over in the 6th district of Georgia. And we all wonder, number 17, if Chuck Payne will run the state senator in that area. There you go. Are you confused? So remember, in Georgia, 7, 6, 14. We're going to keep talking about them. And will Marjorie run in the 14th? What kind of race will that be? We'll have more on that as it develops. I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. We'll get right into impeachment, okay? Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead. Dave Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright. And during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge. Like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Dave Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less. Better days ahead, Dave Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's talk about impeachment today at 9 o'clock. Nancy Pelosi and I guess Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler, they'll all try to huddle around that microphone. It will look like the Addams Family reunion when they do get around it. And they will present the two articles of impeachment that they will be voting on. I understand by the end of this week, the House Judiciary Committee will vote on it and bring it to the floor on the House for an early vote next week, and then move it over to the Senate. Now, it's too hard, and I will tell you this, it's too hard to go through and get the best of. It really is, okay? So if you come here this morning and Doug Collins is, you're thinking, man, I heard Doug Collins say, this, and I want to hear it again. Or you think, well, you know what, let me see. I'm looking for one particular picture. And you start thinking which one would be the best clips you can run. You can't get to all of them. And I will say this, and I know I've got that picture. I know I do. Because it is the one picture I think is the biggest. It says it all to me, and I'm going to find that here in a minute. I'll find it in just a second. But I want to play this one. Let's start with some video, and then we'll comment as we go through. So let's go with I have a video in there, and it's a Twitter video. I thought I had it. Hold on, here it is. Maybe this one. Let's go with the Twitter video that says, during testimony today, Goldman refused to discuss his contacts with the anti-Trump CIA whistleblower. You have that one? It's a Twitter. The top of the article is, Democrat hack attorney Goldman refuses to answer on contact with the whistleblower. And it's the Twitter video in there. Run that video for me, please. I don't know how she always does the Twitter videos, but she runs them. I don't know how she pulls them out of the articles. It does that, but I can move to something else if we've got to figure that out. All right, let's see. Hang tight, folks. Okay, give me just a minute, folks, and we'll come right back. Sorry about that, folks. We're back, and I'm your host, BKP. Hold on to that video there. Give me number 54, okay? Now, I want to go to that video right now. We're going to play some videos, but this is the clip this morning that CNN put up that the words, okay? And, you know, I follow CNN and MSNBC, and I watch what they're doing in the morning in the narrative. Impeachment hearing. Nadler said, okay, Trump put himself before his country. Now, I want to give you a minute to absorb that Nadler, the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, yesterday said Trump put himself before his country. Now, could you do me a favor? The 706-889-9700, could you text me, chief@fetchernews.com, email me all the places that in 8 years Barack Hussein Obama donated his salary as president of the United States to. Right? I want to know every quarter. I think they get paid by the quarter. I want to know everywhere. Did Barack Hussein Obama take his paycheck? I don't know. You tell me. In 3 years, President Trump has never taken a paycheck. Now, whether he wants to admit it or not, it has cost him personally in his business to be president of the United States. His family has been attacked. His son has been attacked, Barron, his other adult sons. It has cost him in every way. You go to these rallies, you go across the country, and you meet anywhere the president has been, he shows actions of how much he loves this country. And that right there, now you can listen, this lasted 9.5 hours yesterday. It was absolutely ridiculous. And this morning, as I'm listening to the news exonerate James Comey, say the IG report cleared everybody, and you and I, they're laughing. I told you yesterday, they're laughing out loud at us. But this right here, Nadler, Trump put himself before his country. It's absolutely, this is the most absurd thing that has been said about the President of the United States. I understand everything they're accusing him of, but that right there, that lands. Now, do you have that video now? Let's go ahead and play that Twitter video, okay?
On October 2nd, the New York Times reported that the whistleblower, quote, approached a House Intelligence Committee aide with his concerns about Mr. Trump. Is that accurate?
Sorry, say that again?
On October 2nd, the New York Times reported that the whistleblower approached a House Intelligence Committee aide with his concern about Mr. Trump. Is that accurate?
I think the whistleblower's concerns about President Trump are from the threats that
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, did the whistleblower approach a House Intelligence Committee? Let me ask it a different way. Have you had any communications with the whistleblower?
As I said earlier in response to questions from your colleagues, I'm not going to get into any...
So you're refusing to answer whether you've communicated with the whistleblower?
The whistleblower is not relevant to this report.
He's the whole basis of the beginning of this investigation. He's absolutely relevant
to
this committee
he's not
and to the
relied
American
upon.
people.
The whistleblower's complaints, for the reasons that Mr. Castor said, are not included. His allegations are not included in our report because the evidence has been outstripped and surpassed by the 17 witnesses that we have had come in to testify directly about the conduct that the whistleblower blew.
So as you sit here today, do you know the identity of the whistleblower?
Sir, I'm not going to talk to you about the identity of the whistleblower.
Because you're also refusing to answer whether you had communications. That's my time, not yours. You're refusing to answer whether you had communications with the whistleblower. Has any other staff in the Intel Committee had communications with the whistleblower?
Sir, in the Intelligence
You're
Committee...
You're refusing to answer that question. And unfortunately, the American people want to know those answers, and unfortunately, my time
Congress has a right to retain the anonymity...
So at 9 a.m. in exactly 8 minutes, Nancy Pelosi, Jerry Nadler, Adam Schiff, the whole Adams family reunion will gather around a microphone and tell you that they have enough evidence. Remember, we talked about evidence yesterday, to bring 2 articles of impeachment against the President of the United States. Now, yesterday an IG report said there was 17 omissions. There was so many things that were inaccurate and done wrong on the FISA warrant for Carter Page, but there's nothing to see here. The IG report, not enough evidence. But how come nobody on the other side accidentally gets in trouble for anything? Accident, not even by accident. But we are going to bring, as the House of Representatives, Nancy's going to bring and nullify 63 million votes, and no fact witness has come before the Judiciary Committee. The Judiciary Committee had the other day 3 constitutional scholars, not a fact witness. Yesterday, 2 attorneys. One attorney was a witness, and then he was an interrogator for the Democrats. Holy mackerel, Batman. How does that happen? Right? But we're going to have 2 articles of impeachment without a fact witness. And this guy, the whistleblower, remember they ran out, the whistleblower report. Now it's irrelevant. He's irrelevant. Eric Charmella is irrelevant. Eric Charmella, that brought the whistleblower report, if they really wanted the American people to know the truth, would be sitting there and letting them ask questions. When did you find out? How did you find out? Who told you? Where did you go? Did you meet with anybody in Adam Schiff's staff? Did anybody help you write the report? Did anybody tell you how to send it in? Let's go to the other article. And there's another Twitter. The article's name there is Watch Democrat Counsel's Mouth Drop Open as GOP Rep Matt Gaetz. Okay? And if you'll scroll down in that article, you'll see a tweet from Representative Matt Gaetz, and the video's in there. And when you can get that up and ready, just go with it, okay? So we're going to play a couple more, and then we're going to play just a couple more here. Ready? All right, go for it.
Mr.
Okay, we're going to reload that one, folks. As soon as she reloads that one, we'll have it. Trying to go through and get a couple. We think the storm last night, where we're having some computer issues this morning. We think that's, it's coming from, again, that storm from last night. So trying to get this all together. Just go ahead when you get it reloaded and go ahead and run it if you could.
Anything at the president?
No.
Mr. Goldman, same question.
I have made a number of tweets in my private capacity before I came to this job when I was working in the media, yes.
Matter of fact, this is one of those tweets, right? And you said, nothing in the dossier is proven false. But in fact, the dossier said that there was a Russian consulate in Miami, when there isn't. The dossier said that Michael Cohen had a meeting in Prague, when he didn't. The dossier said that Michael Cohen's wife was Russian. She's in fact Ukrainian. And so as we sit here today, where you, I guess, got a tweet mentioning a P-tape, presenting yourself not as a partisan, hired by the Democrats to pursue the president, do you regret this tweet?
Sir, I would be happy to put this investigation up with any of the nonpartisan investigations.
I just want to know if you regret the tweet, Mr. Goldman.
During my 10 years as a federal prosecutor.
Do you regret it?
I hope you read the evidence, and I think you can judge.
You either regret it or you don't regret it, Mr. Goldman. I guess you don't want to answer the question.
All right, let's go with the YouTube video, Clear and Present Danger. Clear and Present Danger. Let's go with that one. Okay. You have Doug Collins, focus group impeachment has no facts. Maybe. One says Trump a clear and present danger. A focus group impeachment has no facts. And then there's Doug Collins bang the gavel. I forget that one. Let's go with that one. Is it flashing orange?
And raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief? So help you God. Let the record show the presenters answered in the affirmative. Thank you, and please be seated.
Just 2 days ago, President Trump stated publicly that he hopes that his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, will report to the Department of Justice and to Congress the results of Mr. Giuliani's efforts in Ukraine last week to pursue these false allegations meant to tarnish Vice President Biden. President Trump's persistent and continuing effort to coerce a foreign country to help him cheat to win an election is a clear and present danger to our free and fair elections and to our national security.
The Democrat narrative virtually ignores any evidence that's not helpful for their case. It ignores, for instance, that Ambassador Sondland's testimony that he presented, that there was a quid pro quo, and it ignores the many public statements made by Ukrainian officials. The report presents a story as if the evidence is clear, when in reality it's anything but. Democrats have gone to great lengths to gather information to build their case, and they've even obtained and released phone records relating to the communications of the president's personal attorney, a reporter, and a member of Congress. There are additional phone records that have not yet been released, and our members remain concerned about the prospect of more phone records being released. There have been a lot of hyperbole, a lot of hysteria over the last 3 months about this inquiry and the underlying facts. I believe a lot of this can be traced back to the anonymous whistleblower complaint. I believe the whistleblower reframed a lot of the facts at issue and caused witnesses in the inquiry to recast their views. And it's unfortunate that we haven't been able to interview the whistleblower.
All right, folks, we're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to go through a couple more clips, see how our internet's running, and make a decision on a technical things that are going on this morning. So take us a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.